So after the conclusion of Pokémon GO Fest Global, we are going to be getting a brand new month of content in Pokémon GO. We are going to be seeing the return of Solgaleo and Lunala, and a whole bunch of other goodies are going to be on their way. In this video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know regarding the month of July in Pokémon GO. Alright, what's happening everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokémon GO video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So tomorrow is going to be Pokémon GO Fest Global, at least for me, and I'm really excited about it. I think there's a lot of really good content that I am looking forward to, but more importantly, I'm looking to get myself a pretty decent shiny Zamazenta, hopefully with the new background, so that I could give it its crown form and use a bottle cap on it. Right now, I'm going to be using my first bottle cap on a location card Zacian that I got over at Pokémon GO Fest New Jersey. And I do think that, for the most part, it just feels really good to play Pokemon Go as of late. I think bottle caps have definitely changed the game for the better, and in general, it just feels like the game is in a much better place than it once was. Maybe some of that has to do with Scopely taking over Pokemon Go, but I think just in general, they've been doing a lot better when it comes to game design. But besides all of that, let's talk about everything that's coming in the month of July, because typically the month after Pokémon GO Fest Global, it tends to die down a little bit, but I really feel like they're putting their foot on the gas pedal because this month is definitely looking to be pretty good. So the main featured Pokemon of the month of July is going to be both Solgaleo and Lunala. These are both Pokemon that are going to be returning to Pokemon Go through this month, and I really do think you should not miss out on them. So we are going to see the following Pokemon in Max Battles, specifically with Max Mondays. From June 30th to July 6th, we're going to have Shuckle. From July 7th until July 13th, we're going to have Ghastly. Then from July 14th until July 20th, we're going to have Wailmer. Then July 21st until the 27th, we're going to have Darumaka. Then from the 28th until August 3rd, we're going to have Kabuto. And then in 5-star raids, these are the bosses we are going to see. I will say that they are some really good legendary Pokemon. From June 30th until July 8th, we're going to have Cobalion. From the 8th until July 14th, we're going to have Solgaleo. And then from the 14th until the 22nd, we're going to have Terrakion. And then from the 22nd until July 28th, we're going to have Lunala. And then the 28th until August 4th, we're going to have Virizion. And I will say, out of all these Pokemon, the ones in the middle, Solgaleo, Terrakion, and Lunala, are the ones you will definitely want to go after. But do not discount Cobalion and Virizion, because both of those Pokemon are really good for PvP, and anyone who is engaged with PvP battles will always want those in trades. Next up, let's talk about what's going to be spawning in Mega Evolution raids. From June 30th until July 8th, we're going to have Mega Aggron. From July 8th until the 14th, we're going to have Mega Charizard X. And then from the 14th until the 22nd, we're going to have Mega Blastoise. From the 22nd until the 28th, we're going to have Mega Venusaur. Then from July 28th until August 4th, we're going to have Mega Aerodactyl. Next up, let's go over what the events are going to be in the month of July. From July 1st until July 6th, we're going to have the 9th anniversary party. From July 5th until July 6th, we're going to have EV July Community Day Classic. And then on July 12th, we're going to have a raid day. And then on July 15th until the 20th, we're going to have the Water Festival event. And then July 19th, we're going to have a Gigantamax Battle Day. And then July 19th until the 22nd, we're going to have the Summer Concert event. And then on July 20th, we're going to have July Community Day featuring the Pokemon Quaxly. And then the 26th until the 27th, we're going to have a Max Battle weekend. And then from July 29th until August 3rd, that is when we're going to have Adventure Week. Now, coinciding with the raid bosses that we're going to be getting, these are going to be the raid hours in the month of July. On July 2nd, we're going to have Cobalion. On July 9th, we're going to have Solgaleo. On July 16th, we're going to have Terrakion. And then on July 23rd, we're going to have Lunala. And then on July 30th, we're going to have Virizion. Finally, let's go over the spotlight hours for this month. We're going to have Pikachu with the party hat on July 1st with a 2x catch Stardust bonus. And then on July 8th, we're going to have a spotlight hour for Voltorb, and it's going to have a 2x experience catch bonus. And then on July 8th, we're going to have a spotlight hour for both Voltorb and Hisuian Voltorb with a 2x catch experience bonus. And then on July 15th, we're going to have a spotlight hour for Feebas with a 2x catch candy bonus. And then on July 22nd, we're going to have Jigglypuff with a 2x transfer candy bonus. bonus. And then on July 29th, we're gonna have one with Roggenrola with a 2x evolution bonus. And then for the Shadow Raids on the weekends during the month of July, we're gonna have Shadow Registeel, which is actually a pretty decent Shadow Legendary Pokemon, and you can get its shiny form as well. So yeah, first and foremost, let me talk about July Community Day. So I like the fact that we're going to be getting Quaxly Community Day, but we're also going to be getting a Community Day Classic, which they haven't announced yet, I don't believe. I do think it's going to be something very interesting, maybe a starter Pokemon of some kind, but that would make it so that there's 2 starter Pokemon in the month of July. And of course, with Quaxly, I think that's definitely going to draw a lot of hype, but if they were to have a really solid Community Day Classic, that will definitely drive a lot of players to continuously play the game. And then of course, when it comes to the in-game events, we have the 9th anniversary event, which I've already talked about in a previous video. I think that event is looking to be pretty good. There's going to be the debut of a brand new shiny with that event, which is going to be Gimmighoul, and there's going to be a whole bunch of costume Pokemon, which are fan favorites. So overall, I'm really excited about that event. I think it's going to be a really solid start to the month of July. And then of course, when it comes to the raiding content, we have Solgaleo and Lunala. Both of these Pokemon are incredibly powerful, but of course, they're also required for the Necrozma fusions. So if you do not have both Necrozma fusions, or you're looking to get even more of them, then yeah, make sure you farm up some Solgaleos and Lunalas. Those are definitely going to go a long way in order to get those fusion forms. But also, on their own, they're also really good Pokemon. I think that's something a lot of players may not necessarily care to think about. But yeah, it really is up to you. I think this is going to be some really solid rating content, and overall, I think July is looking to be pretty good. But yeah, that's just my own personal opinions on it. Of course, if you have any other opinions, make sure you share them down below. Do you feel like July is looking to be a good month, or do you feel like maybe you're going to take a break for a little while? Maybe Pokemon GO Fest is going to be such an intense grind and you kind of need a break from the game. That's totally understandable, but just be aware that there's going to be Go Passes. There's going to be a lot of really good rating content, and of course, some really good events as well. So yeah, maybe you should still continue playing, but if you do not want to, definitely share your reasons why, and let's have a great discussion. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. If you ended up enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And also don't forget that notification bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And real quick, let me give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Content channel, the best way you can do that is going to be by joining my Patreon. And if you become a paid Patreon member, I'm going to add you to my Pokemon Go friends list. That means for stuff like remote raids, the friendship system, opening and sending gifts. If you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And if you want to support my channel in a completely different way, you're always welcome to do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula. I'm on the platforms you see on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow, and you'll have access to some exclusive content, and you'll be able to keep up with my daily life. And also, I have an Etsy store. I do think that for a lot of people on my YouTube channel, some of you are big fans of K-pop and anime. If you are, go and check out my Etsy store because I have a whole bunch of products and merchandise. You can consider this the official Count Jinsula merchandise. It's all related to K-pop and anime. So yeah, if that's something that interests you, definitely go and check out the link in the description below. It's going to be to my Etsy store, and yeah, I'll try to add more products as I go. Definitely go and check it out. With all that said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.